Hello. It's been a while, as some of you may be able to tell. Got a got a fresh trim. Did it myself, which is why it looks passable at best. I'm actually a bit far away. It's been, I think, 2, maybe 3 months since I last made a video, and things just kind of, for lack of a better term, went to shit. You know, things happen, right? And by the fact that I've got a buzz cut, some of you may be aware of the fact it's probably not a good thing. But things happen, and you've got to kind of move on, more or less. I'd been trying to write scripts and videos for a long time, probably 3-ish months, so probably since the last time I uploaded, and they didn't make it past the kind of scripting phase, let alone ending up in my editor's lap, Don. And the thing is that they weren't me. I was scripting. This is unscripted, this is unfiltered, this is just my thoughts on what's been happening in my life recently. And that's kind of the thing that I like most about this. Like quite literally this, is the fact that I can just talk. I don't have to script everything, I don't have to sound like I'm more intelligent than I am or I'm funnier than I am, because this is me. And the one thing I've been doing by scripting is trying to figure out the perfect words to say and the perfect joke and the perfect analogy, but it just didn't matter, because it wasn't me. And I had these expectations, really high expectations of the video, just doing well, exceptionally well. But I wasn't doing well by myself by doing it. I wasn't actually kind of making something that I enjoyed doing. I'm enjoying this right now, just rambling about a topic. And I think that, not to put it all on social media, but a lot of it comes from that idea that being yourself, there's always someone who's quote unquote better, but you can't out you. Like, no one can out you. You can't out someone else. That is the thing. You are the one of one. Everything that's happened to you, everything that you've experienced, everything that you've done, every mistake, every failure, every victory, everything is you. I don't know what I'm going to title this video, probably something like We're So Back, because that's probably going to be it. But I've been kind of struggling recently, struggling mentally. I'm in therapy, which is something I'd never thought I'd actually ever be in, but here I am, once a week for an hour, and it's been really helpful. Just gonna throw that out there. I think that the thing that I want to see on YouTube a lot more is people just genuinely being themselves and having more of a kind of open dialogue about these things, about things that I'm interested in, things like philosophy, psychology, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, physical health, which is something that, or all of them, I am, pretty in tune with or excitable about. But I've kind of been taken away from myself for a little while, and at what point do I say is enough and get back on the horse and actually start making something again? And this is my way of expressing myself. The thing is, I saw somewhere, and Don will put up the quote, I'm sure, lack of expression leads to depression, or something along those lines. And I've been struggling to get out of bed, which is a definite sign of at least some form of, I haven't been diagnosed, so I'm not going to sit here saying that I am depressed, but, or that I have depression, but there is something in my actions that is causing me to be like this. I'm not expressing myself in some way, or some form, or some kind of ideal or value of self. And it's coming out in my actions. I work out, I read, I study, I've been learning Russian, Привет, мой друг, which is hello, my friend. And, I've just been, for the past few months, 2-3 months, I've been really trying to focus on myself since some serious shit went down. And I'll talk about that in some time, because I think it's valuable to talk about these things. It's valuable to talk about the bad things that do happen. But I also believe it's important to be ready to talk about those things. So, where's this channel headed? Basically the direction it's been going, which is I will think of a topic, whatever that topic may be, something around like thoughts or mentality or mindset or psychology or whatever the kind of Chris Miracle bracket of things to waffle on about are. I'll just make a video. I don't think scripting too much is worth it. Maybe I'll do like a idea, just kind of unwrapping the thoughts in my mind, so I can kind of present it a bit better. But ultimately, regardless, it's just going to be me yapping at my camera or phone for however long I need to. I feel like I've always been good at expression when it comes to words. I think that's one of the things that, especially since I picked up reading and writing, not only kind of, scripts, but, kind of like pseudo-inspirational quotes, I suppose, or poetry. And these things have helped me, and I believe truly that somewhere down the line, my wafflings can help someone else. At least, the very least, understand that they're not alone in their struggles. I think that behind closed doors, everyone is struggling, but everyone has a very good way of shutting the doors in a way. And the only way you can see through those doors is if you know how to unlock it, or you know the angle in which to see through, like the tiny little cracks, because you've been in that situation yourself. You've shut the doors. And a lot of people out there, at least on the surface, they look okay, but they might not be on the inside, which I know is like very fucking common knowledge, but a lot of the time we forget that fact. But yeah, expect to see a lot more from me. This is kind of my getting the ball rolling, at least uploading something, giving Don something to do. Bless him, the guy hasn't edited a video in like, I don't know, 19 decades or something. So shout out to Don for editing this, and I'll see you guys in the next one, and expect to see a lot more from me.